This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.
What's going on, family? What is happening? Welcome to the AMG podcast, Real Talk with Mondo and Larry Woods. What is happening, Woods? What's going on, man?
Another hot day in Texas, brother.
Yes, indeed. Actually cooled down a little bit here in Florida. Cooled down a tad bit. Not much. A little bit. We'll take a 5 degree decrease. A little less humidity. Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm just trying to get under triple digits.
Nah, I feel you. Oof. Y'all got that dry heat though. Not humidity, right?
Yeah, okay, dry heat.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's no humidity. You're right.
But heat is heat. I'm sorry.
Heat is heat.
Yeah. Man, we're gonna have some fun today, man. On the Real Talk version of AMG Pod. We're going to get into something that is fun to talk about, is controversial for some. People definitely have so many subjective opinions on it. And we're going to offer ours depending on where the conversation goes. It's very loose, not very scripted at all. Just deliver the good news, Woods. What's the topic of the sermon today?
The topic of the sermon today is AI.
Okay.
Pros and cons.
The pros and the cons of AI.
Doesn't matter what sector, all sectors, because it's going to be in everything here pretty soon, if not already. So,
yeah,
pros and cons.
So this is definitely not a loaded gun here. Like we're gonna shoot from the hip on Real Talk because I have a lot of opinions, and it varies. To your point, on what sector we're talking about, the use of it, et cetera, right? Let's talk about. Well, I know the one I was going to say something, but that's probably going to be a long topic. I'm going to save that for a second.
Okay.
What about? Here's one. Students in school.
Oh,
as you have a new freshman in college, daughter, how do you feel about AI in regards to your educational journey? Ooh, yeah.
There are a couple of facets to that.
Okay. All right.
So we'll take homework.
Okay. Let's go to homework. Yep.
So maybe AI is playing both sides of that homework fence, meaning I think, I could be wrong, that there are AI tools to let professors know if homework was done with AI.
That is correct. You are absolutely right.
So AI is playing both sides of the fence there.
Yep. So AI is great when it comes to monitoring.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Correct. So we appreciate it there. However, AI doesn't know everything. It's only pulling data from data that it's given.
Right. Right.
So are they grading papers on a skew? If they're grading papers at all? Is there a template that the professor is putting into AI and say grade on these areas? Is AI skewed on the grade is given to students?
I see. That's a good question. I never thought about that. The grading process. So here's where I think AI is great in the school system, and when it comes to efficiency, in like monitoring. Make sure that people are actually using their brain, right? And the things that the knowledge that they've acquired to produce said assignment, right? I understand that a lot of people are comparing, AI is just like, the old school encyclopedias. It's just digital. Now, encyclopedias couldn't do your homework.
Right.
So of course, the other side is, when kids are using AI to write the paper fully, right? And I know that was an issue at one point. Now kids can't get away with that because of the opposite side, the software. Right. So it's like this checks and balances where AI is looking for AI,
right?
And zapping it away if it is, it's like, no, they want to know if you know the material, not if you know how to prompt AI to give you the material, right? So in that regard, I think it's good and not so good in the same environment.
The same environment.
Is it great for learning? Of course. Doing some quick research? Of course.
It should be used as cliff notes.
Right. Like, yeah, exactly. Is it if you're trying to expand your knowledge base on something? Of course. But when it's time to produce something, like the whole point, when you are in school to prove that you know and understand the material that you're being taught and how to apply it, AI should not be involved in the thing that you present. Can it be a part of your knowledge base in acquiring information? So what part of the ingredients of you putting the dish together fully?
Mm-hmm.
I have no issue with that. If it's an ingredient that you've used, whether it be YouTube, whether it be AI, whether it be the classroom book. Hello, what a concept.
Yeah.
Or whatever, a speaker, notes you took. The ingredients, then say, okay, let me take these ingredients. Wham, professor, here's my assignment. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Okay. However, man, I got the assignment. Chat, put together an assignment that explains why, as an astrophysicist, I should and then you train it to where it's really on point and tight, and then print it out. Okay, now remove all the AI indicators. That way it doesn't get cut. Then you print. 30 minutes later, you're done with your assignment, and you don't know jack.
True.
So if it's almost like if I was in college and I said, "Hey, Larry, I don't know this stuff. I know you took the class last semester. Can you write my paper for me?" But your name's not Larry, it's AI.
Same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing. So I agree with you. It depends on what side of the fence you're on. I agree with that.
Is there any indication that professors are actually putting together curriculums with AI?
I don't know. And that's probably a department thing, maybe even a university thing. I don't know.
Because then that lets the professor off the hook.
It does. It does. Yeah. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. I would think that there will be a lot of. I would think, especially like, okay, if you're training flight instructors and different things like that, medical professionals, law. Well, at some point, these kids need to actually know that stuff. They ain't gonna have ChatGPT in a courtroom.
Plus, they need to perform it physically.
They did to perform it physically, exactly. So there's that element, right?
Yeah.
So okay, all right. So education, that's one environment. You brought up one earlier.
Well, I was watching a pod, and they were discussing how a poet inserted a poem that they had written into AI, and AI turned it into a song, and the song has been charting or began to chart. And I'm married to a songwriter, and she immediately went ballistic.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I'm right there with her. As a former songwriter myself,
yeah,
producer, bruh. Now, am I gonna say that some of the stuff that AI creates isn't like there are some bangers for sure. I've heard some.
Yeah,
I'm actually rocking one right now. That's one. I brought one in my car all weekend. Like I saw it. I was like, ooh, I found it on Spotify. I was like, nah, it's all AI. Okay, but I'm not expecting it to win awards and go there. I'm just enjoying the musician. It's not a musicianship because I'm a musician, but I guess the musicality of it. Like I'm just enjoying the music.
Yeah.
But for it to chart,
right. Which means you're getting a different kind of recognition, which could end you at an award show.
Dude, just by abbreviation and definition, artificial.
Correct.
Intelligence. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's artificial. It's like, how are you letting that chart? Dude, what did they say in the pod? There's no what? No, like in that song or the music, there's no soul or something like that.
There's no soul. That's right.
Look, man.
They haven't gone through enough to write about pain or suffering or how to overcome or any of that.
It's created such a way for people to cheat.
Oh, absolutely.
It's made the people who suck optimistic about possibly not being not sucking. Right? If you know you're trash and you got to do everything, you at least you're trying to be good. You think you're decent because grandma said you were awesome, and pastor asked you to sing an A and B selection at church one Sunday, and now, but before AI and all that, it's like, okay, that's about as good as it got. But you could masterpiece some stuff together, train AI, all that kind of stuff, put in AI, and now you sound, dope. You sound great. You sound amazing. You cheating.
Mm-hmm.
You're straight cheating. That is not you. Take all that away and let's see what we got now.
Yeah, acapella in a room.
Yeah, acapella room.
Go get it.
Whether it be poets who are trying to get the inspiration through AI, whether it be writing a paper, whether it be writing a song, whether it be like the art comes from within, not from putting in.
Right.
Like it's like my father-in-law is an artist. He paints canvases and murals and different things. I don't see him going on AI saying, "Hey, you know what? I need an illustration or a template of da 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 da." And then he goes up. No, like a real artist would never do that.
No, absolutely not, because they know they'd be cheating.
Right, and non-artists who are insecure, feel unknown, unseen, and they have insecurities of the yin yang are the ones who would use AI to be seen because they know they're not talented enough. They will cheat. Why? Oh, if I don't do this, then no one's gonna see. You convince yourself that it's okay. No, dude, music. Oh my gosh, how can people? Art. Oh, I would dare say AI has no place in art.
Agreed.
That's strong for some people, I'm sure,
but it doesn't.
But
how about create another name for it?
Yeah, who can create the best fake stuff through AI? let's have a chart for that. Who can create the best fake music, fake poems, fake this, fake that? Who can program AI the best to create the most artificial music you ever? That's its own thing. But that comes from humans in a soul. Come on, man.
Dude, for me, you are poo-pooing on everybody that has generated great music, good music, lyrics.
Yep.
Before AI was even a thing.
Exactly.
These are the people that you poo-pooing on by allowing this to chart or AI songs to chart. You're poo-pooing on all of that legacy. That's just me.
Well, it's hard to make songs like that. Well, maybe you don't have a gift. Because for those who do have a gift, it's not hard.
It's not.
Maybe you're not the chosen, the anointed. Maybe you're not. You have to consider that. Just saying, man. There's so many people do. I used to, oh my gosh, I'm going to go hard here. I used to produce some people woods. Lord forgive me. I would produce some people knowing daggone well they couldn't sing. But somebody convinced them in their bubble that they could. It could be grandma, themselves. I don't know who told them. And they get on this little kick of, all right, let me go ahead and, find a producer, produce my stuff, this, that, and the other. And they run across me and maybe some other guys, and we produce a record on them. Those people are the ones who will get AI now.
Yes.
You done spent $20, $30, $40, $50,000 on a record at least. Someone fronted it for you, or you saved your coins and you put it together, and you can't sing out of a bag. But here we are dropping 40, 50K on a custom album. And I've produced them. I was Mondo AI, apparently. I was trying to dude, because we'd be auto-tuning, melodyning, all kind of we making people sing. Like we would be changing stuff. We'd take other artists, Dude, I remember one time, bro, we had to literally find another artist that had a similar tone,
Oh my God.
but could sing. And blend, like auto-tune the real person, bring the other singer in right underneath, EQ the piss out of it to try to get it supported enough, and auto-tune the second one a little to match the first one we auto-tune and Melodyne and everything, and just to give it some more girth, consistency, and make it believable.
Mm-hmm.
Mondo AI. Right? Oh my gosh, dude. That's for real, man. Like, but
My
now,
question is, these people, what happened? What do they say when they get invited to a venue? Then it's live.
Where? Where's my computer?
Are they merely validity? Is that what's going on? When they get in front of a crowd, there's no way they lip syncing. Or are they even being invited?
Who knows?
To
Probably
sing
not.
somewhere.
Probably not. Who knows? But I would love to see that attempt, though. That would be the pure comedy, to see a person who has an AI record and they're the artist, but it's all AI, to literally get hired for a gig and go out and try to perform it. I would be with 10 bags of popcorn ready to cackle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know how ridiculous that would be?
Because really, if you're trying to make a living out of it, that's the only way you're gonna make a living out of it these days.
Oh, no, exactly. No, 100%.
It's tool.
Oh man. Dude. Okay. We can sit on the music thing forever. I'm trying to figure out, like, just art, it doesn't belong.
It doesn't belong in art. No,
it doesn't belong.
I
think it's the conclusion we come to. It doesn't belong in art. Not at all. Just by the definition of what art is.
How do you feel about it being in trading? I see a lot of that.
Yep.
People using it to try to predict trades, see where the market is going, even flows of everyday trades.
I'm on the fence. To a degree, it feels like cheating, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that's how it feels.
Okay.
And how it feels to me is true for me. Can't nobody argue with that. That's just how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I don't know. But it feels weird. And not because it's somewhat new or whatever. It just feels weird.
Feels weird. Okay.
And I get it. Ultimately, let's ask the why. Like, why would someone want automated, well, to increase your probabilities of earnings?
Mm-hmm.
Period. Point blank. That's it. There's no other reason.
Correct.
Unless I'm just that unaware and there is a legitimate reason. But why else would you incorporate AI to automations and different things for trading, whether it be crypto, stocks, or whatever? Why else? Increase your probability. So the time that I've gotten involved in those things was because I felt that way. It would increase the probability of earnings. So I can say what I just said because I've done it. Why? Why did I entertain it? Because as soon as I heard about it, I was like, oh, it's not as much of a gamble as it would be if it were me. So let me employ this AI thing to increase the probability of me not messing up.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's another thing. Cool. Now, is there something wrong with what I just said? Increasing the probability of earnings? I don't know. Because it's weird. It's like yes and no. Because it's like when trading came along, you know, decades and decades ago, it didn't have this forecasted in the equation because there's so many human elements, especially in just the regular stock market, right?
Yes.
There's human elements. There's business transactions. There's acquisitions. There's liquidations. There's issuing of new stocks. There's callable stocks. There's different types of stocks, from your preferred to your common to your, they're issuing what you call warrants and all kind of different things along with these trusts. I'm not saying trust, with these stocks, right, in the market, these securities. So there's so many different human elements going on that created the uncertainty of the stock market. But you did your due diligence, right? You did your research. You looked at patterns. You looked at stats. You looked at historical data. You looked at quarterly reports, and you're looking at all these different things that help you make a decision on where to invest, right? I think there's beauty in that because it's raw.
It is. Now, everything you just said, people are putting that into a prompt.
Right.
And allowing whatever AI platform that they're using to come up with the patterns.
So,
and I've always been a firm believer that the people who are actually there on the floor know way more than they let on to. Even the ones that's giving out the results on camera know way more than they lead on to. And that will never be a part of the AI algorithm.
That's highly probable, for sure.
Because they have relationships with the people who's actually running the freaking companies.
Right. Well, okay. So let's talk. You said people, with the people who are running the company, the people. Okay. So there's people involved. Okay. There's the people on the floor. There's stockholders. There's board members. There's officers. There's people. There's humans. So you're taking humans and changing the opponent, taking the human out and putting artificial intelligence in. So now it's not human to human. It's human to technology.
Correct.
And when I say human on this side, of the stock market side, I'm talking about all the different dynamics that are involved with decisions that humans make. I'm not talking about the technology they use to do their job. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the human decisions, the acquisitions, the sales, the buys, the da. Now, are they using some AI up in the? I don't know. They could be. Who knows? But it just seems like it's unfair to a degree. It's almost like Terminator. It is not fair. You know what I'm saying? To have, what's his name? The kid? I can't even remember the character's name.
John Connor.
John Connor fighting Terminator. Especially the liquid dude.
Right.
It's not fair. And that's kind of how it feels a little bit, but it's allowed for whatever reason. It's allowed. So while it's allowed, people are taking advantage of it. Okay, maybe I can't be mad at that. It is allowed. It's not, no one's saying you're cheating. I just think when I look at it like that, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm just out of touch. Maybe I'm just old. I don't know. But it just seems like it's just incongruent. You set up Terminator, who doesn't sleep and is annihilating the people who do.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
I can see it that way.
Now, again, I don't know all the ins and outs of everything, obviously, but just from my vantage point and my experience of buying, selling in both sides through, crypto arbitrage, through buying and selling and trading with AI, to doing it the old school way, talking to a broker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done it all kind of ways. So I don't know. It's just weird, man. It feels weird. I'm not saying anyone's bad that does it. I'm not saying anybody's whatever. I'm not saying anything about anyone else. It just feels weird.
The only advantage from my standpoint is time back. Because
of course,
I believe that the results are not that far off from somebody actually doing it themselves.
Okay. And maybe that's the thing.
They just spend a lot more time doing it because they're doing the research instead of using AI to do it.
So maybe that's where I'm off then, and I'm fair. I can be cool with that and say, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is about efficiency and time if the results are going to be about the same. So if I spend 0 hours or 6 hours, I'm getting the same result.
Right.
Well, okay, give me the 6 hours back. AI, go with it. Go hook it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see it in that regard. I can see that. It's just interesting. You know, like I don't want to go see an AI baseball game. That would suck.
Not doing that.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
not participating or funding that at all.
right. I don't even know what that would look like, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A bunch of robots playing basketball. You know, that I don't know. It at some point it's like I know you can't replace all humans, but it's like there's beauty in imperfection.
Yeah.
And everyone nowadays with convenience and being perceived as perfect, AI has really just polluted the mind of non-talented people, non-gifted people, lazy people, people who want to cut corners. It's really polluted the minds of those people because now it's like, well, everyone is the same because we all have the same app or the same software.
Mm-hmm.
It's leveled the playing field. You've given idiots a microphone. That's one thing about social media I think is bizarre, even though, of course, we're on social media and maybe I'm one of the people we're talking about. I don't know. But my point is, social media gave everyone a platform back in the day, or even in music, you know, SoundCloud, all these different apps that are out there that are wonderful for certain things.
Yeah.
But it leveled the play. It gave people with no talent or no voice or no intellect or no wisdom, it gave them a platform. So now anyone can get a microphone and call themselves bishop or apostle, appoint themselves as whatever kind of artist, whatever kind of ministry leader.
Yeah.
Just because you go on, you know, Facebook Live and call yourself bishop, but you in your living room, come on, man. Or, okay, you bought a guitar. You got a credit card at Guitar Center. You bought some equipment, made a little track. It does. I mean, you do it as a hobby, but you see what I'm saying. If that's something you're interested in, but if it's just leveled the playing field. I mean, you get people responding even to our stuff. Like, why do you have? I know why, because you have an account. But those accounts give people a microphone, a voice to say something.
Yeah.
Dude, back in the day, to record a record, you had to have some serious coin to even rent a studio.
Yeah.
Before you even plugged anything in, before you even turned anything on, you had to have thousands of dollars a day to rent a studio. Still got to pay for the engineer, still got to pay the producer. That's right. You still got to have some material. If it's not yours, who's going to write it? You got to pay musicians. You got to pay the recording engineer. Got to pay the mix engineer. You got to pay background singers if you need them.
Yep.
You are knee deep in finances. And you had to have backing. And the only time you got backing typically is when people believed in your actual talent.
Yep. So they can foot that bill for you.
Invest in you.
AKA now, music labels.
Yes. But now, you know, you can get, you know, Taquanda and Keisha grew a record, you know, and Al and Billy Joe Jim Bob can do a record in their bedroom, in the kitchen, with a mattress as a microphone booth. You know, get you some decent equipment. There's all kind of websites where you get equipment on credit. Get you a little hook together, this, that, and the other, and you could put it out on all these different platforms and be a one-hit wonder. And that's not my opinion. That's fact. We've seen it for 2 decades now.
That's
easy. And so it amazes me to where people's like, that's the way. It's brainwashed people to thinking that's what the grind of music is.
No, they want the easy way out. So they chose that. That's what it is. Just call it what it is.
Yeah. People want easy. And that's what's crazy. That's one thing about social media that irks me. It's like I keep saying, it's giving idiots a microphone.
Yeah.
People who shouldn't be talking to themselves, let alone somebody else. And they have a microphone. And now they can talk about and say and challenge and spew their opinion on what they saw and so, oh my goodness gracious, you barely been outside
and ain't lived long enough to even have, that kind of in-depth opinion on something.
Yeah,
lived it, especially on topics you know nothing about.
I saw this clip earlier where and a lot of people probably saw this, but it was T.I. No, it wasn't T.I. I'm sorry, T-Pain. Sorry, T-Pain. T-Pain, it looks like he was putting a desk together or something. Like he's left music, he's doing his own thing. I know he sold his catalog, and he was like in the office doing like a regular job, just enjoying life. He's kind of like left the game for the most part. And he got a phone call from Pharrell, and he posted it, like you could hear Pharrell. He put on speakerphone, and the phone call was about Pharrell as a brother was challenging him. Hey man, we need you to help bring real R&B and real music back. You are one of the few who actually has it. And I don't know if you've seen T-Pain actually sing, not all of the stuff he came up doing with auto-tune. I'm talking about dude can blow. Straight singing, classic songs, R&B music. The dude can get down. Not the auto-tune stuff. Him. Just straight him. And he's done some live performances, different things. He actually did something on The Voice.
Okay.
Shocked everybody. Nobody knew it was him. Or not The Voice. Was the Mask thing.
Masked Singer or something like that.
Yeah, no one knew it was him because no one's really to that point, very few people had heard him actually sing.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it there. He took his mat and dude, floor. I was like, oh, I knew it. I knew that dude could blow. You could tell enough in auto tune, especially music people. But my point is, Pharrell was charging him. Why? Because everything's getting too fake. Musicianship is gone. It's gone. And as far as that genre of music is concerned.
Yeah, because who was I talking that about? You might have been talking to you about that. What happened to R&B?
It's gone.
Like,
yeah, it's now there's some,
and even on the podcast I was watching, it was like the 90s was the best decade of all types of music in history.
Dude, even in country music.
Yes. Rock too,
all of it. 90s was slam.
But think about R&B. Where's that sound?
It's gone, man.
Even if it's evolved, it should still be front and center, and it's not.
It's gone, man.
You can't tell me the craft is dead. Is the craft really dead?
No, it's the powers that be. The labels, the radio stations, and all that. They've shifted their agenda. So it's not the supply, I don't believe. It's the demand from the powers that be. There's so many independent R&B artists out there, but they don't get any daylight, any shine, because the bigger labels and companies, the state, whatever, like they don't want that. They want what we see, the ignorant mess.
Yeah.
But musicianship and singing and things from the soul. Dude, I had a post I saw the other day. I think I sent it to one of my friends, and it was like a scroll of like all the dope R&B acts in the 90s. And I was just scrolling side to side on that reel for days. And it was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I mean, it was back to back. I mean, you name it, it was on there. It was so dope, man.
Yeah.
Musicianship is gone, man. It really is. Now, not so much necessarily, I don't think in like gospel music. I mean, the gospel music is built on talent, yes, on musicianship and singing and stuff. So I don't think that will ever go away. But R&B, man, I mean, put it like this. Here's what's bad, to our point about AI, and to what even Sean and who was it? Sean and who was talking?
Tony Rich.
Tony Rich, yeah.
Which ain't his real name, by the way.
What's his name?
I was like, wow.
Jerome Watkins. Jerome Watkins.
I can't remember what it was. I was like, wow. Okay. I'm a fan. I didn't know that. Okay, bro.
Tony Rich. Yeah, that's all right. He got a different name. But there's a song, like I told you, I've been rocking this song. It's an AI song. It's dope, right? But when majority of the R&B songs that I listen to, even these channels, these R&B channels I put on my TV and I play, one I sent you some time ago. That's all AI,
Yeah.
by the way. That's all
Oh,
AI. By
really?
the way. Yeah, that's all AI.
Wow.
When AI is whooping humans on R&B music,
Yeah.
there's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. That's the takeover right there. It's happening in R&B music. Like, as far as now, I'm not saying that the quality can't be the same as what I'm hearing. I'm saying this: you hear more AI R&B than you do human R&B, and maybe not as many people are making it. There are good people making it, but maybe not as many because it's not as popular. I don't know. But
I don't understand. I don't understand because all of the 90s R&B groups, individual singers or whatnot, artists,
yeah,
when they go out on tour, they sell out.
That's the old heads.
That's the old heads.
What
That's
about
me?
That's me. That's me and you. That's me and you. What about when our generation, we're done with that?
Well, who's picking up the mantle?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, we need some more mint conditions. We need some more, boys and men and some Drew Hills and come on. We need KC, JoJo. We need all that, man. The Mariahs. Yeah. And don't say, well, but what about Beyonce? She has
not R&B.
Yeah, and she has some R&B songs back in the day. But no, we talking about Aura NB. You know what I'm saying? Like Robert Kelly, Aura NB. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You can say what you want to about him, but that's a mantle God gave him. And I'm telling you, he can write them.
Yep.
He can sing them.
Look, yeah. Because you can't tell me Fat Albert wasn't the jam. And look, now I know Cosby got some issues, but Fat Albert was my jam. Had some great ethical, moral points to every episode, and I learned a lot as a young buck. So don't talk to me about Fat Albert, and don't talk to me about R. Kelly music. Now the person, okay, I got some ignorant behavior, but
for sure.
But the talent,
the gift,
undeniable. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Because King David had a gift
and some problems.
And I remember him walking past a pool one day and seeing something he shouldn't be doing.
That's right.
So don't.
Right.
Don't. Hey, man.
And he had somebody taken out.
But had a gift. So look, man. I hope that humans get back to being humans and stop being so stinking lazy and being creative.
Yeah.
Because it's just
the more you give that stuff away, especially from an art standpoint, the more you give it away, the more AI, the artificial intelligence is going to take it.
Yeah.
And then the art's going to be irrelevant.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost irrelevant now. R&B.
Right. You're giving it away. That's a mantle God gave certain people.
Here's another telltale sign. It's going with Sean and Tony Rich, in my opinion. No, it's not even my opinion. This is actual fact here. Okay. So you could ask you and I, if somebody said, hey, Mondo Larry, tell me about the R&B artist of your parents' day when they came up. Oh, you and I could do it.
Yes.
We can name dozens. Okay. We can start with the Temps and the Tops, Smokey, Spinners, Dramatics, the Miracles.
Mm-hmm.
We could go with Martha Reeves. We could keep going.
Al Green,
Al Green, Earth, Wind and Fire, Otis Redding, Curtis Mayfield, Isaac Hayes. Come on.
Ooh, I was listening to him yesterday.
Yeah, so another point: how much of today's music is going to be played like that when, like my kids, your kids, when they're older, are they going to be rocking 30 years, 40 years from now songs that they listened to back in 2026? I don't know. So
why were we listening? Go ahead.
Okay. So the question is, all right, if we can do that, my kids can't name any of the artists or maybe a couple, if that, of the ones that I grew up listening to. Like, or that I listen, like for instance, I know what my parents listen to. My kids can't tell you what I listen to. And they've heard music, a lot of it.
Okay. So why do you think that is? Let me give my opinion for my own household.
Go ahead. I got one too. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm growing up, I'm listening to mom and pop's music, every Saturday while we're cleaning the house. It's
right. That's
the temp, all that's running.
Yep.
On wax, by the way.
Yeah.
Not on tape, not on this.
That wasn't on
wax, where it's all pure.
Yep.
And on wax.
Yep.
So you get right. So you're getting into it. And this is what you grow up on, because every time you hear it, it's either on the radio or on wax.
Right.
Fast forward, when I'm having kids, depends on who, where your relationship is with wife, God, family. There's only a certain type of music going to be played in the house.
Yep.
This is where that divide comes from. Especially before I got married.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in my 20s, it's the 90s now. So I'm listening to all genres.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
NWA.
Yeah. No, for real.
All of it.
Yeah.
Right? The beginning of all of that. I was on the
Yep.
I'm into all of that. All types of music.
Yep.
Would I bring that into the house for the kids? On the times that we were living in when they were growing up?
Probably not.
Probably not. And that's where the divide came for my house.
I can see that for sure. Yep, that's some truth over here too.
Because of they have now they in their growing up, they have access. It's access.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about social media. Now we're talking about everything that they could possibly have access to. Right.
Yeah.
So it ain't just the music. How does that music moving you? It's moving you more towards something ridiculous, and you don't have the guardrails to say no, right? So we don't want to invite that in.
That's a great point. Because I know growing up, I only could listen to what my parents listened to.
Correct.
I didn't have the money or access to anything else. If I wanted a tape, they had to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it had parental advisory on it, they weren't buying it.
Correct.
So it was what they listened to, or it was gospel music from church and things that I'm learning to play for church Sunday, whatever. Then I went to school and I met a couple fellas, from around the way. And, you ended up taking a ride to the park to play ball with them. You listening like, this is the Above the Rim soundtrack. What is this? Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
What? Or before that, I'm listening to X-Clan and like, ooh,
there you go.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, okay, Digital Underground, where they from? Okay, cool. And then you start, but it's never around people that, like, for instance, I could, none of the stuff I was hearing around the young guys was stuff that I would play around the older people.
Your parents.
Yeah, my parents. Like, I couldn't do that. So it was two different worlds. It was around the folks and it was around your boys. It was two different. It was two different, cases of cassettes. It was two different.
Right.
It was two different cases. And so for me, like I get that. Like I totally get that. But now, like you said, the kids have options. They can get introduced to songs on social media.
Mm-hmm.
They can listen to things privately through.
Yes.
So yeah, I totally get that. But because it's so watered down, though. That's the other thing. It's so watered down. You don't know. I mean, y'all, you could both be right. We could be like, man, you heard that? It's the best R&B song. And then you say, yeah, man, it's the best R&B song. And they both are incredible. But because there's so much out there, you're not even in the same hemisphere because it is so much to pick from. All of them. So it's interesting, man, where like with how not just technology, but AI has really polluted creativity.
For sure.
Diminished creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Eliminated potentially a genre of R&B music from being a pop culture thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I remember when pop artists wanted to do R&B songs.
Example.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna go there.
You went from David Foster, producer of some of the biggest Whitney Houston pop hits,
Yes.
if not all of them, to working with Jermaine Dupri from the A. Always Be My Baby.
Yeah.
And anytime you make a hard left turn and you put ODB from Wu-Tang on your record, you are trying to be a part of the R&B culture. I'm sorry.
Facts.
So that tells you something, how strong R&B was when you got a mega pop star saying, that ain't enough. I need some of that.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you a lot about how strong that genre was in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yes.
It's that strong to where, because it was, I think, one of the last R&B artists to really kind of get into it. And he was poppy too, but he had some R&B vibes, was Neo.
Okay.
He had a nice little blend.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a nice little blend. I remember his joints. He got some bangers, and he was like, it's like, where is this going? But it was like dwindling.
He was a young cat though.
Yeah,
Like then, but he kind of like felt like he had an old soul.
Yep, exactly right. And you're looking at like, man, you had Tyrese, you had Joe, you know what I mean? You had, man, come on, yeah, Avant. Yeah. Like, come on, man. It's like, dude, that was such a good time. And to see, hear Sean and Tony Rich talking about that, like soul music, the soul is being removed. And to me, you can go spiritual with that too.
Yeah.
You take the art of something that God has given in people within their souls, and you have some artificial intelligence remove the soul out of something that birthed that genre. How do you get rid of a genre? Remove the soul from it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just dead.
So what's left?
Nothing. Clanging cymbals. Nothing.
Mess.
Just hot mess. I gotta say this because I just let me be nice. One of those artists that I did work with a long time ago, sweet person, very nice person, and had a song called Hot Mess. Very interesting recording session, to say the least. I'll never forget it. And it made me think about just like while you were talking, I was like, I remember that record I did with that young lady, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what is that belief? Like when you believe in something or yourself so badly to where you don't even see or acknowledge whether or not there's true talent or not. Like almost like blind, it's not faith. It's not blind faith. It's blind, just not in touch, not self-aware. And some of those individuals I find are the ones clicking.
Oh, AI. Yeah, for sure.
On AI. Which is, I don't know. I think AI has its place. It has some benefits in certain things. It's almost like anything else, right? It could be used for good. It could be used for bad.
Mm-hmm.
It could be used for ethics. It could be used for unethical behaviors. And I don't think there's one hard stance to have like AI is bad. Well, it all depends how it's applied. Right. It's like saying all humans are bad. No. You know what I'm saying? Not all humans are bad. There are some bad ones. There are some great ones too. There's some alright ones, some good ones, whatever. You say, well, food will kill you. Well, also keeps you alive too.
Yes, it does. However, I did see where I read where a guy went over 300 days without food and survived. Body can't live without water. But he went over 300 days without food.
That's a prayed up man.
It's a long fast.
That's up, bro. His body got used to eating itself. That is for sure.
I forgot how much weight they say they lost, but yeah.
Was he a big person when he started?
No. Average size.
Average size. He
Wasn't
got lean.
obese, wasn't skinny.
He get lean, like very, very lean.
Yeah, super.
Yeah. Body fat 0.0001%.
0.001.
Yeah. That's crazy. I went 30 days. That's as long as I've gone. It wasn't a pure no food. It was a juice. I was doing juices for 30 days.
Okay.
And I actually, no, it wasn't full 30. I lied. It was 28. I did 28. It was 28 juice only. 300? No, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
That's almost a year.
I barely made it 28. That headache ain't no joke, dog. That headache is nobody's joke.
Oh, I get it. I'm gonna have to have a salad or something. It ain't got to have no meat in it, but give me some lettuce.
Give me some. I got to chew. That was my biggest issue. Was I wanted to chew something. I look the juice. Okay, cool. I'm everything juiced up. Can I just chew something? Seriously, I just want to chew something.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, hey, I think this is solid, man. A hot 50 on AI, in our opinion. Real talk, man. Just chopping it up about several different things: music business, education field, all kind of stuff with AI. Give us your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on where do you think AI is in this world? Is it good? Is it bad? Are you indifferent? Let us know. Hey, until next time on AMG Pod, Real Talk with Mondo Larry. We will see you guys on the next episode. Y'all be good. See you.
This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.